Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the one and only World Improv Network comedy show on Mile High Sports Radio. Take part in the show by giving your suggestions or questions to the cast for each show segment throughout the week, or live during the show by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, on Twitter at World Improv Net, or by calling in to Mile High Sports Radio studio line. Now, enjoy the show. It's local. It's global. You're listening to WIN World Local News.
WIN World Local News on Mile High Sports Radio. I'm Potter Smittss. Breaking news into the WIN World Local News Sports Desk from WIN Sports reporter Fired Up Frank, who's live on Facebook Live and in Catatumbo, Venezuela at the 2016 Lightning Strike Championships. How electrifying is the competition so far, Fired Up?
Well, Potter, for me, not very. I have not been struck yet, and thank God. I'm gonna leave that to the professionals. We've got a number of locals that have entered the competition, but they seem to be confused as they have wooden poles that they're holding into the air, and it's not doing any good. But out of the mining towns of the Andes Mountains, we have several ancient Incan descended contestants with poles extended high into the sky as they dance around waiting for the lightning god Quetzalcoatl to strike and raise them to the championship. However, nothing has happened yet. It's raining, there's thunder in the distance, Potter, but nothing's going on. So I'm just kind of chilling. I've been talking to some of the local ladies. We're gonna go out for some drinks afterwards. So hopefully this competition will wrap itself up soon.
Well, thank you. Not as exciting as I thought it would be, but nonetheless, maybe we'll get another report sometime later on. Well, moving on to our next breaking story, which is brought to us by WIN contributor Rochelle of London, England. Wizards, ghosts, and professors were all on hand for the midnight worldwide release of the new book, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Why was this newest installment of the mystical Harry Potter series released exactly at midnight around the globe? And what is the Cursed Child really all about? Well, to shake a wand at these magical questions, let's go to WIN's senior national wizardry correspondent, Merlin, who's live in Camelot with some very special guests. Merlin?
Yes, welcome. Thank you for joining me as I explore these questions and more regarding Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Who is he, or she, or it? Maybe the child is not even a human being. Few people have begun to open the initial pages of this grand novel, scribed and scribbled and written and typed by the wonderful, the nitress, the scribe of scribes in modern young adult fantasy and fiction, J.K. Rowling. Miss Rowling!
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
You have chosen to taken up arms, not with a sword, not with a staff, but with the pen, which has been claimed to be mightier than the sword. So what has brought you back to your calling to write another fictional novel, another story, and who or what is this cursed child?
Well, I saw how much people missed poor Harry, and I thought of the massive amount of money that I could gain by writing another book, and I couldn't stay away.
Truly, you were just motivated fiscally, economically. Thou just did wish to make thy pockets heavier and deeper with gold?
Well, no, I don't carry it on my person. I keep it in a bank account.
Certainly, a mistress of words would understand my jest when I say such a metaphor. You were a money-grubbing woman, is this true?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You admit it!
Oh, it's been my life's goal to become the world's richest woman. You're going down, Oprah!
There you have it, and I think I have also found the answer to this question of who is the cursed child. And that cursed child is humanity, to be burdened by this woman. That's a bummer.
Money, money, money.
Bye.
Well, that's what Harry Potter's all about. Shameful. Well, on to our next stop, Tori, and it's brought to us by WIN contributor Tori of Anchorage, Alaska. Now that the National Dog and Pony Shows, better known as the DNC and RNC National Conventions, are over, the 100-day race for the White House to see who will become the next president of the United States is officially on. To find out where things stand day one into this grueling ordeal, let's check back in with WIN sports reporter Fired Up Frank, who's again live on Facebook Live, and now somehow live outside of Anchorage, Alaska somewhere, with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump after the first leg of the 3,800-mile Alaska to D.C. presidential Iditarod dog race. Fired up?
Thank you, Potter. Boy, I just learned to teleport, and let me tell you, it is great. Now, I'm here with the two nominees, the main contenders, not counting all those extra people who aren't going to get enough votes. Hillary Rodham Clinton, Mr. Donald Trump. You know, you're standing here together, and I'm surprised you're both quite affable here on day one.
I absolutely respect my competitor. This is a professional election, and we are civil servants, and it is only appropriate that we act civilly.
Yeah, I mean, come on, who doesn't like competition, you know? At the end of the day, Hillary's a woman, I'm a guy, and I'm competing, you know? Come on, give me a break. Don't lock her up. No, don't lock her up.
Oh, now, Mr. Trump, here on day one, you have drastically changed your tune from that of at the Republican National Convention, where it was lock her up, over and over.
Well, you know, you gotta understand, I like dogs. Okay, who doesn't like dogs? And of course I can win a race with dogs. Because, you know, I gave Ivanka her first puppy when she was 3 years old.
I'm sorry, Mr. Trump, what do dogs have to do with this?
Well, you know, Hillary and I are on a sled here. We're going 3,800 miles to D.C., and we're going to do this together. We're going to be... Yeah.
I was not aware of the fact that y'all were traveling together on a dog sled all the way to Washington, D.C.
I think it is well known that Mr. Trump is known for his... slips of tongue, his Freudian slips perhaps, and indeed just his general biases against women, any kind of minority in the United States, including the queer community. And we all hope that...
Let's not forget Muslims.
Well, I agree with her 100%. Hey, you know, why don't I not like her? I mean, I agree with everything she's saying, you know? So, I mean, what's the problem here? Don't lock her up. No, don't lock her up.
Wow. Well, Potter, day one, we find the candidates unusually affable and agreeable. We'll see how long that lasts. Back to you.
99 days and counting. Maybe more beer, more coyotes, and more to come. Well, now for a look at the global weather, let's check in with Tulip Sunspring, who's in the ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, breaking it down with Pokemon street rappers. How's the weather, and do you got a fresh Poke rap for us, Tulip?
Wow, it is just so humid out here. I have to say that the pressure is on not just atmospherically, but also on these rappers who are busting out their finest Pokemon raps. They are coming off the top of the dome. They're flying by the seat of their pants. It's off the cuff. And if it is raining anything, it is raining dope rhymes. I'm here with MC Kangaskhan. Yeah. And also here with DJ Raichu. And they're just about to break down just a quick snippet of a rap right now.
Yeah. Listen up, y'all. You come at me, I'll trap you in a Pokeball.
And wow, that was so good. Thank you so much. Back to you, Potter.
Wow, what a profound rap. And thank you, Tulip, for that excellent report on the weather. And thank you all for tuning in to WIN World Local News on Mile High Sports Radio. I'm Potter Smittss. Stay tuned for Community Court next on the World Improv Network.
Give the WIN cast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or by calling into the Mile High Sports Radio studio line during the break for a case that needs to be tackled during Community Court. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.